Hello everyone, welcome to the Nevestate channel where we provide insights into the real estate of Cyprus. Today we are joined by a special guest, Mr. Paphos, a representative of one of the largest developers in Cyprus and Greece. Thank you for your time. Can you please tell...
My pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Can you please tell us a little bit about the company, the developer?
Sure. We are one of the biggest developers in Cyprus. We are in the markets, actually this year is anniversary for us. We are in the market, thank you very much. We are 65 years in the market. The company was established in 1960. We have the biggest bank of land, especially in Paphos, to develop. Our main activities as a group is developing. It's about 80% of our activities. Except this, we have our own hotels, we have our own university in Paphos, we have our own clinic in Paphos, hospital and management company, insurance company. So we are a big group of companies, but our main activities is development. And we have most of our projects is in Paphos, and we have project in Limassol as well.
Thank you. And today we'll talk about the life in Cyprus, the residence permits, about the investment opportunities, education, and of course about the best projects in Cyprus. Stay tuned. Paphos, let's begin with the brief overview of the Cyprus lifestyle, about why people choose the Cyprus as their place to invest in or the place to live in.
Okay, let's start with, with the weather, with the big, with the best beaches that we have in Cyprus. Very good weather, I said, more than 3,000 sunny days. Except this is the hospitality in Cyprus. Cyprus gives very good opportunities and advantages, tax regime. There is a good opportunity to invest in Cyprus and have the permanent residency program. Cyprus is one of the European, actually is the only one, is the only country within European Union that gives the opportunity to investor buying a property to have a permanent residency of Cyprus, a European Union permanent residence, not only for him, but for his family as well. So we see that Cyprus in this way is a good place and is in the top 5 countries that are very friendly for relocation.
Yes, I agree, a lot of advantages. And as you've mentioned already about the taxes, what is the best opportunities for investors in Cyprus? What are taxes there, corporate taxes? What can we mention?
Okay, let's start with the tax, with the corporate tax, the lowest corporate tax in Europe. This is the normal corporate tax, 12.5%, yes. If we are speaking about the IT company, this tax is reduced to 2.5%, so it's a big opportunity for IT companies.
That's true.
And we have the regime of digital nomads as well. We have the regime of international companies that they move and they have their substance in Cyprus, their main office in Cyprus. We have a lot of advantages in this way as well. Investor buying a property in Cyprus, they don't have to pay a tax property. We don't have tax property in Cyprus, and we don't have inherited tax in Cyprus, like in UK, like in Italy and Spain, because a lot of people, when they are buying a property, they don't think that sometimes you have to give it to your children. So this is very important. There is no other tax buying in Cyprus. There is capital gain tax. When you sell your property, you pay 20% on the difference, on the profits.
Yes, this is truly an attractive tax regime, that's right. And not only for investors, but also for people who buy property to live there. And a lot of people choose Cyprus as the place to live there permanently. They move there or they buy like a second home near the sea. So let's talk about the permanent residency. What are prices for this and what are the advantages? All
right, as we mentioned before, is the only country in European Union that provides. The procedure is very clear and transparent. There is minimum amount of investment, 300 plus VAT. And as I mentioned, you can have the permanent residency not only for the main applicant, the main investor, but for the spouse and the children. And the main investor have to prove that I have an annual income 50,000 euro. If we add in the application the spouse, so it will be plus 15, and for each children is 10,000 euros. So if there is a family with 4 persons, you have to prove that you have a minimum income 85,000 euro the year that you made the application for in the immigration service.
And what about the education advantages in Cyprus? There are a lot of schools, right? The Greek schools, international
Yes,
ones?
correct. Starting from Cyprus was a colony of Britain. 1960 we have our independence, but a lot of things stayed like it was in UK. The schools are, we have a lot of English schools in Cyprus. Just to understand, in Limassol I think it's 8 English schools, and we have 4 in Paphos as well. So if you graduated in English school in Cyprus, in Limassol or in Paphos or any other country, you can move to the university in UK or the European Union universities. Just use your points, your results of the exam that you give in the English school. So the procedure, is very easy and very transparent.
Because it's common, like there.
It's the same, because all the English school in Cyprus, they are under the British system. So very common and very, it's almost the same. That's why you don't need to give an additional exams to go to the university.
And speaking of property maintenance costs, what are these, and what advantages your company provides to clients?
As I mentioned before, we have different kind of projects, starting from project that is a luxury property and give all the facilities to the residents. I mean,
the whole infrastructure.
Yeah, common expenses here will be higher than in a project that is condominium style with a minimum, with a basic infrastructure. I mean, common swimming pool, gated entrance, some mini markets or a small gym. For this project, the common expenses that will be about, I mean, for a 2-bedroom apartment, for example, it will be 100 euro per month. So it is not a big amount. For the others, it will be 2-3 times more. Keep in mind that as a developer, we have our management company, so we can rent it out for the investor. I mean, long-term or short-term rent. So the client, when he's buying a property in Cyprus, we can offer all the facilities. We can rent it out, and he will have an income approximately 5. It's a net income, 5 to 7% annual income on
Stable
the amount.
income.
Yes.
And speaking about the Paphos properties and Limassol properties, is there a difference in income, or is it the same?
Yeah, if we are speaking for the prices for purchase an apartment in Limassol and Paphos, in Limassol it's about 30% more expensive than in Paphos, but the annual income from the rent is the same. It's about 5 to 7%. So if you will put more money to invest, you will have more income. It's clear.
And speaking about the purchasing of real estate, can we buy the real estate with cryptocurrency, and what is important here?
Yeah, okay. Sure, you can buy. The investor, if he is willing and he is more convenient for him to pay in cryptocurrency. As a company, a lot of companies in Cyprus, they can accept a cryptocurrency for purchasing a house, but you have to keep in mind that if the investor would like to have the permanent residency, if he will buy in cryptocurrency, there is no possibility to have the permanent residency. So you can buy as an investor to have an income, but you cannot have the permanent residency.
And now we will move on to your projects as a developer. Let's start with Limassol.
Okay.
What do you have to offer the investors there?
Yeah, in Limassol we have 3 projects. I will say that we have 2 types of property. The first type is project, it's a luxury project that provides all the facilities to the investor. It's 5-star facilities. They have indoor, outdoor swimming pool, they have spa, they have concierge, they have housekeeping, cleaning, and all these things. The first project is already finished. We have people that move in, people that rent it out, but we have some units, still have some units there. It's about 8 units. It's one of the best projects in Limassol. It's the flagman. This is the first project in Limassol. The second project is almost the same. It's near to the historical center of Limassol. It's 3 towers. We finished the first one. We start already building the second one. There are good opportunities for investors there. And the third project is more for low budget person that can have an apartment, two-bedroom apartment near to 300 euro plus the VAT.
Also possible for permanent residents.
Yeah. That's as usually when the investor buys some for themselves, they are moving to these 2 projects because they can have the permanent resident, but they would like to buy some unit that maybe for their own use, or they will rent it out to have an income. These projects actually, all these projects, the last 2 projects are good because they are in the side of Limassol that are booming. It's coming the hot spot of Limassol where a lot of investors come to buy a property, and we strongly believe that this part of Limassol will be more developed, and so the property that they will buy will be more expensive than.
And in Paphos, I know you have projects in the most beautiful locations, near the parks, near the sea.
Yes, correct. So the most of our projects actually is in Paphos. We are a project, 25 project under construction right now. The most of the project in Paphos is condominium, is a flat with townhouses or just villas. Right now we have 3 projects. The first one, as I said, is a condominium with a basic infrastructure, with a swimming pool, common swimming pool, with a gated entrance, mini market, and a small gym. In this project, you can find flats and townhouses. We have 2 other projects that is only villas. The first one is almost done, all the villas constructed. We have the first line, in the second line, in the third line. The first line is almost cost 3 million. It's a 5-bedroom villa. In the third line, you can find a villa approximately 8,000 euro. We have a new project that we launched 3 months ago. It's near to the National Park Akamas. So it's a private project. Almost all the villas are in the first line, and quite good, with a good finishes, with a good design. And we have in this project only 5 and 6-bedroom villas, starting from 2,200,000 euro, finishing to 6 million euros plus VAT. But it is very good and very private project in nature. So
yes, it is very beautiful. And what are the forecasts about the Schengen zone? Are you planning to join it in 2025?
I think yes, we are planning. We have an announcement from our presidents 2 weeks before that our targets to join the Schengen zone in 2026. I think will be done because we make small steps to do it. Last year they give us an access to the database of the Schengen. If you will see the application that you to have a Cyprus visa is almost the same, and all the requirements the same like the Schengen visa. So step by step we are moved to this target, and I think it's a matter of time to join the Schengen zone. Here it's important to say for our listeners that it's a good opportunity right now to buy the property and have the permanent residency, because we see from other programs that provide other European Union countries programs that when you join the Schengen will be more expensive and will be more difficult.
Prices will rise.
Yes, absolutely. And we have the example of Portugal, we have the example of Greece that it was 250, right now it's 800. So if Cyprus will join the Schengen zone, I think will be more expensive and more difficult to have
so it's
the
a
permanent
perfect
residence.
time to buy real
Yeah,
estate.
it's a good time. It's a good time right now to think about it and have the permanent residence.
We hope this video gave you a clear picture of what Cyprus has to offer. It remains a top attraction for everyone in the world. And if you want to explore the projects or if you have any questions, you can write us in WhatsApp or leave your inquiry in the link in the description under the video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.